For him and for me and for many others, as you look at scripture, I mean, I think that God is ultimately always pulling us toward greater levels of justice. And when we look into this story in history, like, I think people are recording a potentially historic genocide that they are trying to make sense of in their religious worldview. And so they're superimposing language for God.
Do you think that God commanded this to happen?
I am not super interested in that conversation, but I would say potentially.
Okay, because for me, the problem is that if you have God explicitly commanding this to happen.
Okay, pause.
I think you're asking the Bible to do what it wasn't
Pause.
intended to do, is what I would say.
Sure. Hey, thanks.
You've been voted out. Please return to your
Appreciate it.
seat.
I'm sitting.
Okay, if he touched it first, then yes.
I need to get down the adrenaline just a little bit after that run. Yeah, I think what you bring is interesting. Like, I think, if we were to look at the literal definition of Bible, I think we can see that God commanded a person to commit genocide. So I think we're aligned there.
You mean the definition of genocide?
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that being said, though, I think when we look at Christian theology in the full, when Adam and Eve decide to disobey God, technically we're all, subjected to death, subjected to the wages of sin, the penalty of sin. I'm not a perfect person. I deserve the worst, right? And that's because, and the only reason why I'm happily breathing is because, Jesus saved me, right? And so when we look at this pretense, like, because we fell, I know this is a very unpopular thing. God can do whatever he wants, right? Whether it's, genocide, putting us to death, we've talked about suffering and all these things.